Fallout today from the collapse of the financial firm MF Global, a group of American farmers now suing former New Jersey governor and CEO of MF Global, John Corzine, for losing their money. Initial reports put the MF Global losses at $600 million, but regulators have since upped the estimate to $1.2 billion gone. And investigators only found 60% of those customer funds. That means a whole lot more money is missing. Marty Klinker is a Montana farm owner and the lead plaintiff in the class action lawsuit against Corzine. And Mark Malumphy is an attorney representing all the farmers in the lawsuit. I want to mention that we actually emailed Governor Corzine's attorney for a statement or a response. The law firm received the message, but we have heard no response yet. We'd be happy to put on the air if they get back to us. Gentlemen, thank you both so much for being here. So, Martin, you're a farmer, and you need to invest your money someplace to try to keep your farm going, and you decided to put it in MF Global. And now you've been told what about your money, your hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit misunderstood. I'm not really an investor in MF Global. I have a segregated account which backs my trades, which is a requirement of the CFTC for anybody that takes a position on the market. MF Global was just the FCM, the Futures Commission merchant, that was transacting positions within my account and other accounts similar to mine. So when MF Global went bankrupt, our accounts were swept into the bankruptcy, freezing us out of our accounts.
And have you heard any explanation, Martin, other than what we all heard when John Corzine testified before Congress saying, I don't know where the money went? Have you heard any explanation other than that?
No, there's been no explanation. We're 2.5 months past the bankruptcy. There's been no information from anywhere other than what you read in the media, which doesn't look good for the segregated account holders. We're frozen out, and we have it appears we have no position at the bankruptcy table. We're not being protected. So this was our way of, I guess, getting ourselves taken care of. There was institutional barriers that were broken.
Yeah, and I want to bring Mark in on that. Mark, just so our viewers know, I mean, it's basically MF Global had two sides, and you know, one side was supposed to have the segregated client accounts, and then there was this other side that did the investments, and they invested a bunch of bad European debt. We all know that's bad now, and the allegation is that they started taking from the accounts, the client accounts like Martin's, and moving the money over here to cover the bad investments. Is that right?
Yeah, that's basically right, and that's the real tragedy of what's going on here. It's not bad enough that they were using their own brokerage firm money to make these risky bets, but they were apparently dipping into the brokerage customer accounts. The Marty Klinkers of the world, the 38,000 farmers that they were handling funds for, to either use those funds to make the investments or to back them up when the calls came due. And that's what's so tragic here. I think these farmers, it's no different than you and I go to the bank and the bank tells us half your money's missing and we can't find it. That's literally the situation that these farmers find themselves in.
What does this mean for you, Martin? The law, I mean, how much money did you lose, and what does it mean for you?
Well, I am currently out close to $200,000 that I'm frozen out of, that's tied up someplace in a bankruptcy. That isn't even my bankruptcy. That account shouldn't be in the bankruptcy. But beyond that, I've lost confidence in the market. If my funds can be taken out of my segregated account in the middle of the night with the swipe of a keyboard from John Corzine betting the farm in the European debt, then I don't know if I should put money into a different, with a different FCM. So I liquidated a 100,000 bushel hedge that the market is now about $1.40 under what the position was. That means $140,000 is lost out of my operation. And like today, the market's down 35 cents alone. That's an unprotected asset that I have. I can't go with confidence and purchase fertilizer or fuel and lock in a profit. That also impacts small town America.
You know, Mark, you allege in the lawsuit that Corzine had, and this is, I just want to underscore, these are allegations. That's how it works in litigation. You make allegations in a complaint, and then Corzine will get the opportunity to respond. But right now, you are alleging that he had a single-minded obsession when he took over MF Global back in 2010. And what was that obsession?
Well, I mean, MF Global had existed for decades as a commodities brokerage firm, and basically, when he came in, he wanted to turn this into the next Goldman Sachs. There was this get-rich-quick mentality that Corzine and others like him came on, and they didn't want to make money the old-fashioned way, the way everyone else does it. They wanted to do it quickly, and he wanted to turn this into the next big bank on Wall Street. And he ultimately, apparently, used customer funds to drive that obsession. You know, this isn't a complicated case. It's about something we learn when we're kids. You don't take money that doesn't belong to you. And when you get caught, you take responsibility and you pay them back.
Yeah.
You got 38,000 farmers that rely upon this money. It's their money. And they can't get the money back.
Yeah.
$1.2 billion. Where's the money?
He has said he never misused the funds, never directed anybody to misuse the funds, and was unaware of it. Vanity Fair next month will report that he made over $16 million between 2010 and 11 and was shopping for a chateau in France 2 weeks before MF Global filed for bankruptcy. We shall see. Gentlemen, thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, Megan.
Well, he went to New York City to celebrate New Year's Eve, and what happened next remains a mystery. New clues in the search